If you're a performance marketer who thinks being good at Meta ads and Google ads in 2026 is enough, I want you to listen very, very carefully. A lot of performance marketers are being stuck, underpaid, or quietly being replaced, even though they know the ads. So, this video is going to be what the market expects from performance marketers, whether we like it or not. So, there are basically four skill groups any performance marketer should have in 2026. And if you lack in one, be ready to be replaced. Our first skill is a bit obvious, but actually not so obvious, which is tools and tech. This is overall 25% of what you should be able to offer. When I say 25%, it doesn't mean that tools and tech are not important. They are important, but they are not differentiator anymore. Being good at Google Ads and Meta Ads is assumed. It's the baseline. How you have to understand tools is you have to answer this question for yourself. If these tools change drastically tomorrow, all the tools are replaced. If they introduce high level of automation or restrict control, will I still have leverage? What if suddenly the whole online advertising changes and 60% of the budget start going to chat GPT ads, perplexity ads? Will you still have the leverage, or is Meta ads and Google ads your only card to play? So you need to have a holistic understanding of the tools, and you need to basically know three categories of tools. One is media buying platforms like Google ads, Meta ads, TikTok ads, and all those. The second one is tracking and attribution. You need to understand server side implementation, Google Analytics 4, you need to understand tag manager and such tools. And the third category is like supporting tools like reporting dashboards like Looker Studio, AI tools you use to create ads, landing pages, and things like that. This leads us to our second category, which is marketing fundamentals. And this overall takes another 25% of what is expected from you as a package, performance marketer package. And when I say marketing fundamentals, please do not confuse it with the terminology and the basic concepts of marketing which they teach in mediocre business schools. You should be able to explain why something worked, why something didn't work, why something is not working without looking at the dashboard. And metrics like conversion rates, CTRs, they are important, but when it comes to marketing fundamentals, you should look at a creative and say, okay, this one worked and this didn't. Probably this is the reason. Because dashboards tell you what, but as a performance marketer, to be honest, every day you are going to face questions like why? Why did performance drop? Why did performance spike? What happened here? Why are we seeing these kind of results? And business always these days don't care about, oh, there is high CTR, low CTR, whatever. You need to tell them something they understand. This is very, very important. If your explanation to all the questions your client asks you starts with numbers and percentages, you're already replaceable. So you have to understand demand, intent, seasonality, creative fatigue, substitution, and all those things. And gone are the days when you could just hide behind the charts all the time. You have to understand creative, messaging, positioning. Here, I want to take a minute and talk about one of my best recommendations for email automation tools, which is Omnisend. I've been using Omnisend for a while, and I recommend it to all my clients who are starting with email automation or they just want to migrate to a better tool to make best use of this channel. My favorite thing about Omnisend is it's feature loaded, but at the same time, it's very intuitive and user friendly. Omnisend offers tons of automations and templates which are ready to use, and you can just customize them for your use. It connects to all major e-commerce platforms with just a button click. They have 24/7 live support available if you want to migrate to Omnisend. And if you qualify, a customer success manager, personal onboarding, and dedicated support will also be available. When you sign up, you'll get access to hundreds of helpful blogs, webinars, and recorded sessions to make you an expert in email automation. And thanks to Omnisend, if you sign up using the link in the description below, you'll get a complete free trial until you have 250 paying customers. And if you decide to go with a paid plan, you'll get 30% off for your first 3 months. So back to our video. This leads us to probably the most important skill bucket, which is business understanding and acumen. I'd say this is like 35% of what is expected from you as a package. And this is where performance marketer stops to be a technical role only and moves into business decision making. The question for performance marketers is no more only can you improve these metrics, but it has changed into can you help the business make better decisions. So business acumen basically means you need to connect ads and your media metrics to LTV, margins, profitability, even GTM strategy, and you have to adjust all your recommendations and digital marketing strategy based on these realities, not just dashboards and numbers. Let me give you an example. This is very interesting. I was hiring for our agency agency as a lead strategist role, someone who could just lead, talk to the clients, define their strategy, and get it implemented. I interviewed many people. They were experienced, they were very good. And all of them, I gave them the same problem. I told them, listen, these are our campaigns for Senator Viran ads. We are selling digital products and courses. How can we improve our ROAS, let's say from 2 to 3? And all of them, though they were experienced, they were all going to the same thing. We'll do this targeting, we'll test this audience, we'll do this, we'll check this feature, catalog, non-catalog, automated, non-automated, and all these things. None of them came out from the platform. There was just one guy. He said, it's very difficult to scale from here because I assume you have tried everything. You guys know how to run meta ads. The problem I see is there is a baseline. Meta will only give you so many impressions from a particular budget. There will be always upper limit of the conversion rate. I see some of the products you guys are selling is $19.99. What do you expect? Get cost per sale of $1 in US and Canada and Australia? It's not possible. Make high ticket products, combine products, don't sell it separately. Create a membership plan, include it in the membership, increase the ticket value to at least $200. Obviously the sales will drop, but overall there is a chance to increase the ROAS. And I was like, you're my guy. And this leads us to our fourth bucket of skills, which is communication and personal branding. Firstly, this is something a lot of performance marketers avoid doing. It means communicating value clearly to the clients you work with. I have seen marketers genuinely struggling because the decision makers think they're not bringing much impact, not because they're not doing great work, because the decision makers are not aware of what they're doing and how they're doing. And in my entire career, I have seen people rising to leadership levels who could clearly show the impact and the work they're doing. It can be a simple framework. Every meeting you have to show this is what we evaluated, this is what we have done, this is the business impact it brought, and this is how we managed the risk. The second part of this is creating a personal brand or brand of your agency. And it doesn't mean that you just have to be an influencer, but you have to understand from my personal experience, personal brand is the reason why somebody will trust you in the first place, why they will trust you with their ad accounts in the first place. If you haven't positioned yourself or your agency in a certain way, your value is invisible. To give you an example, because I create content on YouTube and LinkedIn and I have decent following, I have never ever reached out to anyone for any consulting, training, or agency projects. We always have more clients than we could cater to, and our team size is the only limiting factor of how much business we do. So overall, if I have to sum up this video, performance marketing is not just a technical role anymore. It's a mix of tools, thinking, business understanding, and communication skills. And you don't have to be world class in all four today, but if you're lacking in any of these, be fast, work on it. And before you go, you can watch this 2-video series where I've explained all the performance marketing channels and their best use cases and why they're good at what they do and what their USPs. That's all for this video. I'll see you in the next one.